What's up guys, thanks for tuning in. It's Patrick from Home Gym Reviews, and today we're doing an impressions video of the Notorious Lifts Ronins. So I figured what better way to do an impression video than to actually use them. So for the first set we just went for 455 for 3, it did feel good. Second set we bumped it up to 475. Started to feel a little bit heavier here. I kind of had a long day at work unloading pallets and whatnot. But with all the variables considered, very happy about how this squat workout went, and I'm excited to see where the strength goes from here. And for the last working set, we did 495. Felt pretty good overall. The grip on these shoes is no joke. I do believe that's kind of what got me through the last rep here. For the next time we're doing triples, I bet it's going to feel a whole lot better, and I'll also be a little bit more used to this shoe. So can't wait to see how that goes.
And squatting wise, to wrap up my first day with them, I'm gonna plug through the rest of this workout. I'm doing some zombie squats with the SSB. Might look a little weird. The reason I do that is my main squat, my weakness is that I fall forward a little bit. So if you're doing a zombie squat on this, you have to stay upright, so you kind of have to push against it and stay a little bit more upright during the movement. So it's just something that I'm working on for an accessory movement, in case you were wondering. Overall for the squat day, great first impression. It's going to take a little bit of time just to get used to it because it is like a different heel than the tier lifter. It's a little bit more, it seems a little bit more slanted. So just going to take a little bit to get used to it. Overall, it's a great shoe, looks awesome. I mean, what more can I say? Up next, I'm going to do some bench. That'll probably be the next day. So I might be in some different clothing.
Now, what I can say for sure is that today I was feeling a little bit better, and the shoes definitely made a very big difference this day. The grip on the bottom of these shoes is spectacular, and the heel to toe drop in the lifters just felt very good for benching. For the session, I started at 255 and worked up to 325. And despite all the volume, it was still moving very well at this weight, and the tempo was pretty good with these weights as well. 320, I've been having a lot of problems lately, so just being able to get that extra little leg drive from the shoes here, I think it made all the difference. So the first rep of each set felt way better than normal, so I actually decided to go up to 325. I'm very happy I finally went up, and with these shoes it was just the drive I needed to be able to do so. For the past 3 sessions I haven't really moved past 320, so to be able to get the 325 for a triple, that was a huge plateau breaker for this strength cycle.
Alright, so overall impression of the Notorious Lifts Ronins. They're awesome. They look great, and the materials that they use form very easily to your foot, so they don't have to be worked in a whole lot, I found. And the other thing is they feel very locked into your foot. Another thing I noticed as well is the heels on them. They're actually really nice. Like, they're very firm, so whenever you're pressing, you feel very rooted. And whenever I was using it for bench, I noticed a very big difference because the grip on the bottom of the shoe is very good, so you can really use leg drive very well with these shoes. So I was very impressed. For the past little bit with my training, I've been kind of just plateauing at 320 for 3, just kind of getting there, and that was a really hard set, and I just went up to 325 for 3. And it doesn't seem like a big number, but whenever the form's better and it just feels better, that's a huge win. It might not be just attributed to the shoes, just because during my squat session, I didn't feel 100%, but the weight was moving well, and it wasn't the shoes' fault, it was just everything else. But as I get more used to these with squats, I feel like they're going to be very good, so that's why this is just a first impressions video. But as for the bench, my bench hasn't felt that good in a while. I feel like that's just because I'm able to push into the ground a little bit better, get a little bit better leg drive, or it could have just been a good day. But regardless, that's just my first impressions of these. Overall, very positive, especially for the price point on these lifters. They're very good. Really, I don't have too many complaints to start off with. The only small little nitpicks I've found so far, the strap's quite long, but for Olympic lifting, that's probably a little bit better. and it's just on the opposite side. I feel like if they just put it down just a little bit, it might just be a personal preference, but that's a really small nitpick. Overall, these shoes are great. If you guys want to see a comparison between these shoes and the Tier, do a head-to-head comparison of the Tier L1 and the Ronin Lifters, just let me know. And if you could, just like, comment, and subscribe, and Tobes and I will see you on the next video.